What's up, guys? Puckett coming at you from the NOS Performance Center here in New York City. Today we're playing Call of Duty Black Ops on the PlayStation 3, and joining us we have one of the best Call of Duty players in the world. It's JCap. JCap, what are we learning today on the Performance Playbook?
Puckett, today I'm teaching them how to play Hanoi capture flag. I'm going to teach them where to go, how to position themselves, and the best routes to take to get to the flag.
All right, so before we get into the game, we're going to start off on the NVA side. Of course, MLG rules. You're going to play both, add up the total number of flags. The team with the most flags at the end of both sides is going to win the game. Let's get our players into position, starting with our first support, Slayer. Where's he going?
First support, Slayer should be pushing Spotlight. Should be watching the Archies at their base and Top Movie. That's the two popular spots to stay on defense. Like, stay in that area, so if you watch that, they won't be able to control Spotlight. You'll keep control, and it'll give you easier access to their base.
I like it. What about our Slayer number one? Where's she going?
Your Slayer number one should be watching Top Light also. It's a very popular spot to be, but there's actually a glitch. You can't shoot through the little bars there, so you have to try to get a headshot on them. And it's difficult, but it's necessary to get control of Spotlight.
So you can't shoot through the bars. Pro tip, guys, listen up. And then what about Slayer number two? Where are we putting him?
Slayer number two's gotta be Top Movie, watching the entire tree area. And when the other team is dead, you should back up and watch your spawn point at jail, right over there. And then you catch them off spawn trying to push your base and overextend.
So using the windows there from the top floor, I like that. And then finally, what about our objective player?
Your objective player should be pushing the left a lot, left side of Spotlight, trying to get to the other team's flag, trying to like use cover while his teammates pick off the opponent.
All right, and once all of the Slayers are in position, we're gonna have him grab the flag. Let's talk through the flag route that we're gonna want our objective player to take.
Your objective player should really pull the flag top light and then hop out to Spotlight and then go back to your base that way. It's the best way, and see, if you go through the middle, you'll get stunned a lot because they spawn jail, they can hit stuns over the roofs of buildings. But going through Spotlight, they can't get stuns that far across the map. It's really the easiest access to your base.
Sounds smart. All right, let's do it up. All right, so it looks like he's able to put in the flag. Perfect setup. The execution was amazing there. I like it. So that's one flag cap, but we're playing from the preferred side. How many flag caps do you want to get in this first half of the game?
You really want to aim for a 3 or 4 cap lead. Gives you some room for error on the next side. If you do screw up, you should be able to recover it.
I like it. So about 3 to 4 flags is a safe cushion?
Yeah, it should be safe as long as you play good defense.
All right, so that's the NVA side. I think we should switch it over. Let's go to the second half with SOG. All right, so JCap just showed us how to cap from the NVA side. Now we're gonna switch sides over to SOG. Is the strategy gonna be the same? Are we gonna use the same classes?
You're going to be playing more defensively this side, and the classes are the same except for your objective player. You should pull out a FAMAS because it gives him more advantage at longer ranges and when he's posted up. Since you're playing defensively, he doesn't need to be as quick, doesn't need to be as aggressive. You can just sit back with the FAMAS and it's safer.
All right, so let's get our guys into position, starting with our support Slayer.
All right, your support Slayer should be Spotlight watching box and A domination, the little crack from the wall. They can come through both those spots, the popular spots to come and push your flag.
Which side is more popular, box or the crack?
Usually you'll see more people coming from box room. It's safer to go in there and it's more cover in there than it is running through the archway where you basically have no cover.
All right, let's position our Slayer. Where is she gonna be?
She's gonna be Top Movie. She's gonna be watching the stage, and if they can push up, she has to be watching tree. Because if her teammates are dying, they may push through the middle as well as Spotlight. So you gotta take out who you can. She can't kill anyone with Spotlight, but make sure they don't come through the middle to your flag.
All right, and let's talk about Slayer number 2. Where is he positioned?
Slayer number 2 should also be Spotlight with your support Slayer. He should be watching the box also. They should both be watching both things, working together and making sure they kill the other team.
So Slayer 2 and the support player are working together on this part of the map.
Yes, they're using communication constantly. Gotta talk a lot and make sure that they don't let anyone push up.
All right, so that seems like the key so far. And then let's position our fourth player. He was playing objective while running NVA. Now what is he doing here on defense?
Your objective player now with the FAMAS is watching your flank basically. He's watching the train tracks and the jail side. Usually teams won't push there because they screw up the spawns, and when you die, your team will spawn spotlight, which is not what the other team wants. So you just gotta watch it in case though, because a few people will try to push you when they're getting desperate, when they need a flag. So watch it, be safe, and you're very important, even though you're not getting a lot of action. It's very important.
Watching the flank, always the key in Call of Duty. All right, so we got our guys in the defensive positions. You guys ready to try it? All right, let's see if they can defend the rush. All right, so it looks like they're able to pull off the perfect defense. Great setup. So we saw NVA, we saw SOG. To recap the lesson, give us your 3 keys to success.
First key is really keeping control of Spotlight. It's the easiest access for the other team to get to your base. So if you keep control of that, you really have a good defensive setup and you have a good chance to win.
Number 2?
Keeping control of Movie is your second key, because if they get up there, they can have all the advantages on the map. They can pick you off, and you really got to keep the battles where you have the advantage. So stay up there and don't let them get the advantage over you.
And then number 3, what's the final key to success?
Final key is really getting back to your base and making sure they don't pull your flag. You spawn far away from your flag sometimes in this map, and it can just kill you if you're not getting back to your base and you're overextending, trying to get their flag.
So lock down Spotlight, keep your opponent out of Movie, and get back to your base to prevent any flag grabs. For more tips from JCap and other MLG pros, make sure to head on over to www.majorleaguegaming.com/NOS.